Hi friends, it's Rachel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my perfect soft summer makeup kit. It's going to be a get ready with me style video, so I'm going to be applying all the makeup products to my face so you can see what they look like. I truly believe that once you discover what your season is and you try the makeup products within that season, it's life-changing and your makeup is going to look so good every single day. These products are all muted and cool and soft and just so perfect for the soft summer season, and I cannot wait to share them with you guys. So if that sounds good to you, then let's get started. For complexion, my favorite soft summer complexion duo, I guess, that I've found is the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum with the Huda Beauty Easy Baked Loose Setting and Baking Powder. I really like these together for my complexion because soft summer foundation should be natural looking, and this one from L'Oreal is very natural looking, very skin-like, and it's not super heavy. With a heavy foundation, it's easy to get lines on the face, like where the foundation starts and stops if you're not too careful when blending it in. But because this is lightweight and a serum-like foundation, then it's easy to blend in and smooth out, and it just looks very natural and seamless. On a soft summer, harsh lines from foundation is gonna look really obvious, and so I find that a lightweight foundation is the way to go. And I love pairing it with this Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder because this will give you a matte finish, and matte finishes are what suit the soft summer complexion the best, because a matte finish is just a little bit softer than something that is more glowy. So I'm going to start out by applying my Hyaluronic Tinted Serum, and I just like to apply this to the back of my hand, and I really just apply a very soft layer of this foundation, and then I go in with concealer and touch up in the areas where I need a little bit extra coverage. I also feel like less is more when it comes to soft summer makeup because our complexion is so muted and soft. Then a more natural, like nude look is gonna be what suits us best. After applying my foundation with a brush, then I like to just go over it with a damp sponge just to make sure that I'm fully like blending the product together so that there's no harsh lines on my face. I'm just going to pop a little bit of concealer on, and I'm using the Tower 28 Serum Concealer in the shade BU. And I'm just applying a really small amount of this concealer to brighten up the center of my face and cover up my darkness. I'm just applying like the bare minimum amount of concealer where I really need it because I want my skin to continue to look very natural and almost like I'm not wearing any base products. And that's one thing I love so much about this foundation is it is so natural looking, and honestly up close it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything on my skin because it really just melts in, but I can still see some freckles come through and it still looks very natural, but my redness is covered up and my skin just looks perfected. So I really think this is like the perfect soft summer foundation because it's so lightweight and so natural looking. For contour, I'm going to be using the NYX Wonderstick. I have the shade Fair in this, and I love this contour because it is matte and it's very cool. And like I mentioned already, a matte finish is the best for a soft summer because it's just more soft than something really shimmery. And this color is very cool toned, so it matches my complexion really nicely. I also find that with contours, a lot of times because my skin is cool in undertone, then even though the contour is more of a cool like gray brown shade, it still adds some warmth to my skin, kind of like a bronzer. So as a soft summer season, a lot of times I'll just wear a contour and it kind of doubles as a contour and bronzer for me. This contour also blends out like a dream and just always looks so natural. I'm also making sure to blend my complexion products down my neck so that there's no harsh lines between my face and my neck and everything matches really well. And that's just going to make everything look more natural as well. For eyebrows, I'm going to be using my Ravie Beauty Easy Everyday Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown, which is the perfect, cool, deep brown shade that matches my hair and my complexion really, really nicely. Now that I have my brows done, I'm going to apply a little bit of blush. I feel like I'm going in a funny order here, but just bear with me. So for blush, I'm going to be using the Merit Flush Balm in the shade Cheeky. This is a beautiful, cool pink shade that is just lovely on soft summer skin. And I'm going to take my brush and apply this to the face. And this does have kind of a glowy finish, but I'm going to set it with my Huda Beauty powder. And so it's not going to be very glowy at the end of my makeup routine, but the shade is so lovely and just the perfect, cool, muted pink shade. When I apply my blush, I like to kind of start at the top of my temple by my eye and then work my way down so that the most of the pigment and product is being applied higher up on my face, because you want the deeper colors to be focused kind of on the outside of the face, and then as you blend in, it gets lighter as the product kind of melts into the skin, which is great because you want the center of your face to be a little bit lighter and brighter. I found that on my soft summer complexion, too much color and too much pigment can look clownish on me really quickly, and so I find that working in light layers and just applying a really little bit at a time ensures that my makeup doesn't look too heavy and I get a natural looking color. If I go in with a heavy hand and apply too much at the beginning, then it's really hard to tone it down. Okay, now I'm going to be setting my face with my Huda Beauty Easy Baked Powder in the shade Cupcake, and I'm just going to kind of be pressing this into the skin. I don't want to swipe it on my face because I don't want to disrupt any of the base products that I have on. So I'm just going to kind of push this into the skin, and that'll really help to mattify my face. And I do get oily in my T-zone, and this powder does a really good job of controlling my oil throughout the day, which is important because when my face is looking glowy or oily, then it doesn't look as soft or muted and doesn't go as well with my complexion. Okay, so this is what the finish of the Huda Beauty powder looks like, and this is my favorite powder. It's my top recommendation, especially if you get a little bit oily in T-zone like I do. This one really is great at controlling oil, and I highly recommend it. The soft summer season sits in between soft autumn and true summer on the seasonal color analysis wheel. And because it's close to the soft autumn palette, which is a warm toned palette, then soft summers can handle a little bit of bronzer, but you want to make sure it's more of a neutral bronzer shade and not too warm. This Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo from Charlotte Tilbury is just perfect on my soft summer complexion. This bronzer shade is lovely and never pulls warm or orange on me. It does have a little bit of a glow, and because of that, I'm really going to be careful just to keep it on the outsides of my face. But the shimmer in it is very, very finely milled and very subtle, so I don't find it to be too much on my skin. This bronzer also isn't very pigmented, so I really don't have to be too careful with it, and it's hard to apply too much. It always just looks really natural and seamless. For blush, I'm going to be using the Pat McGrath blush in the shade Divine Rose. This is a beautiful, cool mauve pink color that is muted and just so, so pretty on my soft summer skin. So I'm going to apply this over top of the Merit Flush Balm that we already applied. I love layering cream and powder blushes because it really helps with the longevity of the blush and keeping it in place throughout the day. So I'm going to take my Ravie Beauty blush brush and just apply a little bit of this blush. It's such a pretty color. And this blush isn't super glowy, but it's not extremely matte either. It does have a little bit of a luminosity to it, but it's very soft and not too glowy for a soft summer. I love applying some of the blush on my forehead and my nose as well to kind of tie in the color on my face and make sure that everything kind of meshes well together. For eyeshadow, I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just do a matte shadow look. I was doing some research on the soft summer season and the best makeup for soft summers, and I found that matte shadows really are the best for soft summers, and I've kind of learned that with my own skin as well. Like, some people just look so good with a glittery or shimmery shadow on, but I don't find that to be the case for me. I feel my best when I'm just wearing a matte shadow on my lids because it's just more muted and not as bright and flashy as something with a lot of glitter or shimmer in it. And so I'm going to be using the Makeup by Mario Master Matte's Longwear Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Sandstone, which is a beautiful, soft, light brown shade. This shadow has quickly become one of my very favorites. I love how matte the finish is and how soft and blurring it is. It also doesn't crease on me at all. Like, this is so long wearing. And even though this shadow is very subtle, I still find that it adds a lot to my makeup look and just helps me to look more put together. I also love taking a little bit of the shadow on a pencil brush and then applying it under my lash line. I'm going to be applying a little bit of eyeliner because my hair is a little bit dark, especially for a soft summer. I feel like my hair is on the darker side. I do like to wear a little bit of eyeliner to kind of pull some of that color into my face, and so I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Infallible Grip waterproof eyeliner in the shade Brown Denim, which is a lovely, cool brown shade. And I'm going to just take some of this product on a liner brush and then apply it to my eyelid. And this just helps to keep things really soft. For mascara, a soft black or dark gray or cool deep brown is gonna look the most flattering on a soft summer because it's not as harsh as an intense black mascara. I honestly haven't been able to find a good deep gray mascara, but I would love to try one. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Lash Extender mascara in the shade Dark Brown. And this mascara is about the same color as my hair. It's a really cool brown shade that I think is just so soft and flattering. I just love how soft this mascara is, and I love how long it makes my lashes. And as a soft summer, I focus most of the mascara on my top lashes, and I just apply the tiniest bit on my lower lashes and kind of focus the mascara on the outer portion of my lower lashes. I just find that that looks more natural on me than a lot of mascara on my lower lashes. For lips, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk Fair. For the longest time, I was using the original Pillow Talk shade in this lip liner because it looked so beautiful on so many different people, but it really just looked kind of orangey on me and not flattering. And so I was thrilled when they came out with this Pillow Talk Fair shade because it really is the most lovely, cool, muted pink shade. Okay, so this is what the Pillow Talk Fair shade looks like on my lips. I think it's the perfect soft and cool mid-tone pink shade. If you're a soft summer season, you need to try this lip liner. It's so good, as well as all of these products. They are just perfect. And for lipstick, you probably could have already guessed this, but this is the MAC Luster Glass lipstick in the shade 524 Syrup. This is such a beautiful cool muted pink shade that I find to just be the perfect soft summer lipstick. It is absolutely stunning. This is what the shade Syrup looks like on the lips. I love it. This is one of those like game-changing soft summer products that I found. Like, I didn't have a lipstick that worked super perfectly for me, and then I heard about this being great for soft summers, and I tried it and my life was changed. It's so good. It looks perfect on my soft summer complexion and I just love it. I'm gonna finish off my makeup look by applying a highlighter, and I'm gonna be using the Essence Pure Nude Baked Highlight in the shade 10, Be My Highlight. This is my favorite highlighter and the perfect highlight for a soft summer season because it is the most natural looking highlighter I've ever used, and it has the most finely milled glitter in it. It doesn't even have glitter in it. It has like this very, very subtle shimmer that just gives the skin a really healthy glow, and I like to add some of this on my nose, but other than that, I really keep it focused on the outside of my face so I don't look too glowy, but it really does just make the skin look so healthy, and especially in the winter when my skin is more dry, then I apply this all over my face and it really helps to give my face some life. So this is a really great highlight and highly recommend it. Okay, you guys, so this is my finished soft summer makeup look, and I truly love all of these products so much. Once you discover what your true season is, then trying the products in that season is so game-changing and life-changing. At least it was for me, just finally realizing what suits me best. Before I learned that I was a soft summer, I was trying all these different products that looked great on other people, and they never worked well on me, and I just couldn't understand why. So I'm so happy that you're here, and that since you're here, you've probably discovered that you're a soft summer, and I'm just so happy for you to try these makeup products that will look stunning on you. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any soft summer makeup recommendations for me, then please let me know in the comments because I would love to try them. If this video is helpful and if you want to see more soft summer makeup content, then please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.